I'm a little pissed off right now. Actually, I'm extremely pissed off. Not a little bit. I'm pissed off tremendously. I'm pissed off to the max. So I have a Pimo friend, and I'm not gonna mention her name, but I have a Pimo friend who still talks to my mom. And my mom thought it was a good idea to call up my Pimo friend and talk shit about me today. And it's always when you're trying to get over shit, right? Just when you think that things are going okay, you're finally able to move on with life, right? And then shit like this happens, and it puts you right back to square one. Right back to square one, right? So my Pimo friend, I can't give out too much details because there is a third party involved. I don't want to involve this person. I don't want to mention their name or nothing like that. But my mom calls my Pimo friend, and thank God my Pimo friend tells me everything, right? Because they're pretty much an apostate of like they're an apostate, but they don't broadcast that, right? So my mom still thinks that this Pimo is a devout witness, when in reality my Pimo friend is inactive and she's borderline apostate, right? And she tells me everything. Thank God, she tells me everything. But anywho, my Pimo friend hits me up after she talks to my mom, and my mom pretty much told her, "Oh, Jerron, he's banned from all Kingdom Halls in New York. They have pictures of him. He's banned from Bethel. He's banned from Warwick, right?" My mom's talking shit about me. She said, like I said, my mom, she said, I can't talk. My mom said some other shit that I can't speak of because there is a third party involved. I don't want to bring this person in the picture. I don't want to mention this person, right? Because they're inactive, and I don't want to put the name out there. But there is a third party involved, and my mom said other shit that I can't speak of, right? But what I can say is that my mom said that, oh yeah, Jerron, he's a well-known apostate in New York. He can't go to any Kingdom Hall. They have his picture that he's well-known. He can't go to Bethel. He can't go to Warwick. And I'm like, hold on. Who the fuck said I want to go to the Kingdom Hall? Who the fuck said I want to go to Bethel? I don't give a flying fuck if I'm banned. I don't care about that. I have no desire to set foot. You couldn't pay me. You couldn't pay me to go to a Kingdom Hall ever again. I wouldn't set foot in the Kingdom Hall. But you see, my mom has this image of an apostate running inside the Kingdom Hall. JWFacts.com! JWFacts.com! I'm not that guy. I'm not doing that shit. I'm the type of apostate that allows 6 elders in 2 different congregations to reinstate my apostate ass and then broadcast the shit. That's the apostate that I am. And my job was done. Mission complete. I have no desire to ever set foot in a Kingdom Hall, a Bethel, Assembly Convention ever again. I'm done with that shit. So for my mom to call my Pimo friend and say, "Oh yeah, Jerron, my son, he's banned from all Kingdom Halls. He's banned from Warwick. He's banned from Bethel." I don't give a flying fuck. I have no desire to ever set foot in a fucking Kingdom Hall ever again. I already proved that the elders have no Holy Spirit. The elders reinstated my apostate ass. Mission complete. I'm done. I'm not running inside no freaking fucking Kingdom Hall screaming JWFacts.com. I'm not doing that because if I were to do that, that would reinforce a Jehovah's Witness faith. I'm not here to help the Jehovah's Witnesses. I'm not here to help them. I'm here to help them think, but I'm not here to reinforce their faith. Oh, if I did that, if I ran into a Kingdom Hall, say, "Oh, JWFacts.com," no, they're going to say, "Oh, look at that apostate. He's an apostate." I'm not, no. You have to kill people with kindness. You have to kill them in a different way. You have to use your head. to make people wake up, to make people question things, to make people skeptical. Now, all Jehovah's Witnesses believe that elders really do have Holy Spirit. So when people get the fellowship, they really believe that elders have spoken to God and they got answers from God, right? But my apostate ass has proven that elders have no fucking Holy Spirit. They have no Holy Spirit. I already proved that elders don't have Holy Spirit. I done my part. I have no desire to go to no Kingdom Hall, no assembly, no convention. I'm not doing that. I already did my part. Mission complete. But for my mom to call my Pimo friend and talk shit about me like I'm a fucking stranger, I'm pissed the fuck off. I'm pissed off right now. And just when I thought I was getting over this shit, right? I thought I was able to move on with my life. I was starting to accept the fact that I was never going to talk to my family ever again. And like I said, move on with my life. And next thing you know, my Pimo friend spills me the tea and tells me everything that my mom was saying. And I'm like, wow. My mom was talking about me like I'm a fucking stranger. She brought me in this world. My mom brought me in this world. And she now sees me as a stranger. All because I said I don't believe in this. And not just I don't believe in this, but I encouraged my family to do their own research. Now, to all of you watching this video, I don't care if you're an ex-witness or Jehovah's Witness, whatever. Don't ever in your fucking life, have so much faith in something where your faith overpowers logic, where your faith overpowers common sense. Don't ever have that much faith in something where your faith overpowers common sense. My mom, sad to say, just like all the millions of other witnesses, she doesn't have fucking common sense. Because if she did, just like all the witnesses, if they had common sense, if this time last year, what's today? Today's date. Today is July 6th, 2024, right? So July 6th, 2023, exactly a year ago. Let's say you went to the Kingdom Hall with this, the whole facial hair, the whole goatee, right? Let's say you went to the Kingdom Hall with this. This time last year, people will look at you like, whoa, what the hell are you, what's going on? You're a bad example to the congregation. You need to shave this shit off. Cut this shit. But now, in 2024, it's A-okay, right? It's A-okay to have facial hair. It's A-okay for women to wear pants. Now, in 2024, you could give a greeting to the fellowship person when for over 60 years, that was a big no-no. So, if witnesses had common sense, they would be like, hold on, something's not right here. How come a year ago this was frowned upon? But all of a sudden, it's A-okay. I thought Malachi 3:6 says that God doesn't change. If God doesn't change, how come the governing body leaders are constantly changing their rules and doctrines? Why is that? So, for my mom, and you know what's sad? When I told my mom that this is a cult, this is not what you think it is, I even asked my mother. One of the last conversations I had with my mom, right? I even asked her, I said, Mom, how do you know that these men really are God's chosen people? How do you know that these governing body leaders really are God's chosen people? How do you know this? What facts do you have? What sufficient evidence, what proof do you have that these 9 men in upstate New York, These 9 men in upstate New York claim to be God's chosen people. What proof do you have? And she goes, oh, just listen to their talks. Don't you just hear the way that they talk? You can tell just by their talks that they're God's chosen people. So just because they sound legit, that means that they're legit, right? Denzel Washington, he's a great actor. Let's say he was to become a Jehovah's Witness tomorrow. In 6 months' time, with his acting skills, he could say, oh, I think I'm part of the governing body. I think I'm part of the anointed. He could give powerful talks. He could convince anybody like this that he is part of the governing body leaders if he wanted to, because he is such a great actor. Denzel Washington is such a great actor. He could play any role, any part, and kill it, and nail it. But yet, my mom, she doesn't believe that the governing body leaders can't do the same. They can't be good con artists. A con artist is good for a reason. They are known for deceiving people for a reason. So, with that being said, just because the governing body leaders, just because they give good talks and they sound legit, does it actually mean that they are the real deal? I said to my mom, what proof, what sufficient evidence do you have that these men are God's chosen people? All she said was, oh, you're starting to sound like an apostate. You don't believe? You don't believe that they're God's chosen people? You're sounding like an apostate. She said this to me when I was reinstated. But you know what? She couldn't answer the fucking question. And it's sad that she is now talking shit about me like I'm a fucking stranger. And I said to myself, why the fuck did you give birth to me? If you're not prepared to love me unconditionally, why bring me in this fucking world? I didn't ask to be born. I didn't ask to fucking be here. I didn't ask to fucking be here. So now I'm here on this fucking planet. Both of my parents are fucking toxic. My father never fucking loved me. Now my mom doesn't love me because I'm not a part of her fucking make-believe fairy tale religion. So I said to myself, why the fuck am I here? Real talk. Why am I here? Who wants to be on a fucking planet when both of your parents don't fucking love you? Whew. It's good to vent. It is good to vent. But I was pissed off. When my Pimo friend told me the shit earlier, I was pissed off. Because my mom was literally talking shit about me. Like I'm a stranger. And the sad part is, this is the worst part of all. The sad part is, I'm in the right. I'm in the right. My mom, I understand. My mom and my brothers, they believe that this is the truth, the so-called truth, right? But I told them, I encouraged them, do your own research. You will see that I'm not lying if you do your own research. Did they listen to me? No, they blocked me. Oh, you're an evil apostate. They cast me as an evil apostate. Oh, you're against the religion now? You don't want to be a witness? And you're talking against the religion? Oh, we don't want to talk to you anymore. You're an evil apostate. But yet, if they took the time to listen to what I was saying, if they took the time to do their own research, they would be like, oh shit, Jerron was right all along. And you know what? Here's the sad part. Even if my family were to wake up in the next several months or years, they fucked up. They fucked up big time. Because they cast me to the side like I was dead. And if my mom were to call me tomorrow, hey, Jerron, you were so right. I apologize. I'm so sorry. This is a man-made organization. I would be like, you know what, Mom? I need some time. I need a few weeks to collect my thoughts, maybe a few months, because you treated me like I was dirt. You treated me like I was shit. You didn't even hear me out. You didn't even do your fucking research. And I said to myself, how is it that when a family member encouraged their family to do the research and they say, hey guys, this is not the truth. This is not it. Do your research. How is it that their family could abandon them for 9 men in upstate New York that they don't even know? 9 men in upstate New York that they can't even verify that these 9 men are God's chosen people. No Jehovah's Witness can verify that shit. It's all faith driven. It's all because they believe, they hope, they have faith, they pray that this is the truth, but they can't prove that this is the truth. Just like my mom, she can't prove that this is the truth. My mom has no sufficient evidence. My mom has no sufficient proof that this is the truth. So she is shunning me. My own mother is shunning me for something that she thinks is the truth. Something that she hopes is the truth. Something that she believes is the truth. But my mom has no proof that this is the truth. She has no proof. And I said to myself, why the fuck didn't my mom and my 2 brothers, why didn't they listen to me? Why didn't they do their own research? If the foot was on the other, if the shoe was on the other foot, if one of my brothers or my mom said, hey, listen, I've done my research and please do your research. This is not the truth. If my own flesh and blood said that to me, you best believe I would have listened to them. Because I would say to myself, why would my family lie to me? Shouldn't family come before strangers? But that's not the case with Jehovah's Witnesses. With Jehovah's Witnesses, this is a freaking nightmare. Up is down, down is up, black is white. Everything is ass backwards. None of this shit makes sense. When you have family members that's so quick to believe in a pipe dream, and you that have woken up from the cult, you're trying to wake your family member up and say, hey guys, do the research. And they turn their backs on you like, whoa, we don't want to do research. Research? What? We don't want to do that. We want to blindly believe with no proof. Because that's all it takes to be a witness. It's to blindly believe with no sufficient evidence. Like I said, no Jehovah's Witness can ever say, hey, we have proof that these men, the 9 governing body leaders, that they really are God's chosen people. We have proof. They can't say that because there is no proof. You just have to waste your entire life and believe and hope that paradise is going to happen with no proof. So when I found out that my mom was talking shit about me today, and this is the worst, I'm the one in the right. I've done my research. My mom, she hasn't done her research. Her research is on jw.org, but she hasn't done her research like I did. So she doesn't know the real deal. She doesn't know the real truth about the truth. But yet she's ready to shun me? You're going to shun me because I'm trying to help you to fucking wake up? So that you don't waste your fucking life saving for a man-made organization? You're going to shun me when I'm trying to help you? Make that make sense. Make that make sense. That makes no fucking sense. I'm the bad guy, when in reality, the governing body leaders are deceiving their members. This is a Twilight Zone cluster fuck. How is it that evil prevails? How is it that I have to be fake for my mom to love me? I have to be fake. I have to believe in a fairy tale, a man-made organization for my mom to love me. But yet, when I'm being real, I'm saying, hey, this is not what you think it is. I understand you invested 40 years in this organization. I understand it. You gave 40 years of your life to this organization. I understand that. But just because you gave 40 years doesn't mean that what you believe is the truth. If my mom was married to somebody for 40 years, I said, Mom, listen, the guy you married, I know you love him. I know you guys have been together for 40 years, but he's been cheating on you. I have proof that he cheated on you. I have pictures, I have videos, I have evidence that this guy cheated on you. And she says, oh, I don't want to. What? We've been together for 40 years. I don't want to hear this negativity. This guy is loyal to me. Meanwhile, I have proof. And she says, I don't want to hear it. Are you still going to be with that person? If I show you the evidence that this person cheated on you, are you still going to be with that person? See, my mom, she can't comprehend that she wasted 40 years. She invested 40 years. I said this in one of the last messages I said to my mom. I said, I understand you gave 40 years of your life. But you're scared that if I show you proof, if I show you evidence, you're scared that you wasted 40 years. And that might be too much for you to bear. That might be too much for you to comprehend. But I don't want you wasting the rest of your life for a pipe dream. I don't want you to do that. Did she listen to me? No. I am now a stranger to my own mother. My mom was talking shit about me to my Pimo friend like I was a fucking stranger. Like I was a nobody. And I say to myself, why the fuck was I even born? Why did she even have me? If this was my destiny, to be shunned by my family, why the fuck was I born in the first place? Why have kids if you're not prepared to love them unconditionally? That makes no sense. Don't have kids. I made a video about this. Don't have kids if you're not prepared to love them unconditionally. Don't bring people in this world if you're not prepared to love them no matter what. Don't do it. Don't do it. Whew. I just can't get over the fact that if I was fake, if I believed in this man-made organization, if I was a minister servant, if I was an elder, if I was a pioneer, my mom would love me. And all that shit means nothing. All those titles means nothing in real life. It's all fake. It's all superficial. But for me to have my mom's approval, I would have to be fake. But yet, I'm being real as ever. And now I'm despised. I am now a stranger to my own flesh and blood. Make that make sense. I got nothing else to say. I'm distraught. I am now lost of words, but anyone that's planning on having kids, if you are not prepared to love your kids, your children, if you are not prepared to love them unconditionally, don't have kids. Me never being born, that would have been better. That would have been better for me to never been born than for my parents to have me, especially my mom, to have me and to say, oh, I don't love you anymore. I don't want to talk to you anymore because you don't believe in this man-made organization that I believe in. To have your own parent disown you is one of the worst feelings ever. I would not wish that on my worst enemy. I'm going to end this video. I'll see you guys later.